Episode 19, guys. Welcome back. The Parent Trap. We're just going to be talking about physical and vocal stereotypy. I didn't really post on this. I posted on consistency, but I think you guys got the message on that one. So today we're just going to hop into something that I've been talking to parents with a lot the past probably two weeks. Is physical and vocal stereotypy, right? So we know stereotypy is going to be those restrictive and repetitive behaviors. They're going to be, the hand flapping, maybe toe walking, spinning in circles. Scripting is a vocal stereotypy. Repeating movies, songs, quotes, in increased form, right? And so with all those in stereotypy, I've recently been talking to parents on saying, hey, Mike, Mr. Mike, how can we, I don't like when my daughter does that, or how can I decrease, the frequency that my daughter is engaging in? Specifically, this was the vocal stereotypy. And I would tell them that instead of trying to make our kiddos robots, right, and start to bring that behavior all the way down to zero, I let them know that stereotypy is normal. Stereotypy, neurotypical children, adults engage in stereotypy, right? So sometimes you'll catch a neurotypical adult tapping their feet, right? Listening to music, or bobbing their head, or playing with their hair, or repeating the song that they heard this morning that they really, really like. That's a form of repetition, right? That's a stereotypical behavior. So we can actually ID that as stereotypy as well too. The only difference between a neurotypical and a child diagnosed with autism or other comorbidities is the appropriateness, or the level of appropriateness that they're engaging in it, right? And so what I tell parents to decrease that is that we're not going to take away, and I like to say, we're not going to strip the personality of our kiddos. If they love to script, if they love to sing, if they love to repeat their favorite movies, I do that on occasion as well too. If something triggers inside of me and I'm like, oh man, I remember that movie, and then I'm going to, say a quote from Friday After Next, which is a movie I know from front to back. So I don't have people saying, hey, Mike, don't do that. Don't you ever do that again. I just make sure that I do it in the most appropriate manner, solo, in my room, in my car, in a more socially appropriate environment. So I tell parents, we don't want to bring it down to zero. We don't want them to be robots, but let's give them appropriate areas or appropriate locations to engage in stereotypy. If you see that they're engaging in stereotypy, if we can't response block it or interrupt it, then hey, go to your room really quick, get all your wiggles out, do all your jumping, get all your stimming out, and come back downstairs, and then we can try conversation, or we can try finishing this puzzle, or eating. We can try dinner time once you kind of get all that out. Right. I think that's the best way for me to highlight it for parents, is that we don't want them to never do it at all again. We want to give them the appropriate means to do it. So let me create, your room. I'll put a trampoline there. If you love to jump on your toes and get your wiggles out, I'll put a trampoline. You can use that for 5 or 10 minutes and then come back down, when you got it all out of you. Or if you want to script really loud or sing really loud, or keep repeating these vocal utterances, okay, cool. Go do it in your room really quick and then come back downstairs because now it's time to eat. Different things like that. So I just wanted to highlight that for you guys today, is that vocal and physical stereotypy is typical behavior. Like I said, neurotypical adults and children engage in stereotypy. We just have to alter how we look at it and make it more appropriate for the kiddo in that specific setting. If there's nothing going on and the kiddo is bored, then of course I'm going to remember a song, I'm going to script, or I'm going to do these things. I would do that too. Say we're at the doctor's office and nothing's going on. I might bite my nails or pick my fingers. I might do different things just to, keep it going. That's repetitive, that we don't really think about, that always kind of just happen. And so, like I said, don't tell your children, no, don't do that, stop it. Let's say, okay, cool. I'm fine with you doing that. Let's just do it in the more appropriate manner, in a more socially appropriate fashion. So take that tip for today, guys. Just remember that, we don't want our kiddos being robots, decreasing all behaviors down to zero. You know, we want their personalities to still shine. We still want them to have fun. We still want them to be themselves. But as parents and caregivers, let's alter that and give them the more appropriate means to a situation, or a more appropriate environment than, you know, strictly telling them, no, don't do that specific behavior, right? So appreciate it. See you guys, episode 20, probably next week. We'll find out. Later.